Passion is clearly in her blood. I was keen to find out how it all began.
I came first in London because I wanted to learn English, and I always wanted to work for a non-profit organization like the UN or something like that. So I say English is very important. So I came in London to learn English, and it was a competition in the newspaper of the new face of Asian provocateur. And all my friends say, "Oh, you should do it, you should do it." So we send the pictures, and I was selected in one of the main phases for their campaign.
And from there, a whole profession built up.
Yes, exactly, unexpected. No, when I was in Switzerland, a lot of people were stopping me in the street to do modeling. But you know, you always hear that you can be very successful in modeling or not. So it was always very hard for me to say, okay, I'm going to try. So, but for my Asian provocateur campaign, a lot of things changed, and I was very lucky to have a good modeling career.
Yeah, you ended up being in huge demand in the modeling industry, and you're hugely successful.
Wow, huge! I didn't know that.
It's true. You're seen everywhere. What is it, do you think, that everyone was so fascinated by in you? It's a very hard thing to say, but you're a model, so I guess you have to be aware of it.
I think I was lucky to be at the right time, and Asian provocateur was the phase that really make it happen, and I think too I have a good relationship with people. I think I've been very lucky to have regular clients that always been booking me, even until now. So that was the key, so relationship with clients and with the agencies.
Is it hard work? A lot of models complain that it's hard work, and we're always suspicious.
Is your work hard?
I
think my work is harder than yours.
It looks so glamorous.
No, it looks glamorous, but it's not easy modeling, because you need really to manage well your career in terms of finance, in terms of the way you conduct yourself in work and everywhere you're going, and you have a lot of casting. You have to go on clients, go to see clients. You have a lot of how do you say that in English? Decline. Yeah,
you get turned down, and it's quite ruthless because it's personal in a way.
You have to go to see the client, and you have to forget about it. If not, if you think about it, if they will take you or not, or if this job will take you, you just have to live day after day. And you never know until when your career is on, so it's very hard. You need to save well your money, you need to organize well yourself, and you need to be disciplined.
Yeah, and what would you say were your career highs and lows in terms of modelling?
I think I've been always working well, stable.
So you've managed your career very well?
Yes, but in a stable way.
Do you think that's your business education that's helped you with that?
I think so. I think I'm very happy. I was in a competition when I was like 16 years old, and I think I wasn't ready at this time to be in modeling, but I was ready later on. And I think definitely my business background helped me to manage well all my schedule, all my finance, and to manage in a way of a good package.
It might well be that her all-round abilities gave her the confidence to set up her foundation, which aims to help children through education, as well as raising the literacy rate for Congolese women.
So for me, I believe education is very, very key for a lot of, all around the world, for any woman. And we need gender equality, we need women having more a voice, socially, economically, politically.
School children sing a song for model and activist Noella Coursaris when she goes to visit them in Lubumbashi in the Democratic Republic of Congo's Katanga province. She is the founder of the Malaika Foundation, which is named for her father, a Greek Cypriot whose death when she was just 5 resulted in her move to Europe. Empowering children and women through education is one of the foundation's ambitions. She's been raising money to fund the creation of a new school in the area where she was raised.
6, 9.
plans for the school are discussed, but during this whirlwind tour, it's soon time to move on. Next stop is an orphanage on the edge of town. Coursaris sponsors several of the girls here. She reads a letter they've written to her. The foundation's work is exhausting and far from glamorous. I wanted to know what inspired her to set it up.
What's the idea there? Is it from your own personal experience that you decided to set something up, or is it just purely to help people that you've seen in DRC?
It's from a personal experience, because I believe if my mother had an education at the time my father died, she will be able to support me and to keep me. The fact that a lot of women are relying on their men, on their husband, and they don't have any education and they don't have any profession. So I believe if my mother would have kept me at this time, I would have been able to grow up with, in Congo. So for me, I believe education is very, very key for a lot of, all around the world, for any woman. And we need gender equality, we need women having more a voice, socially, economically, politically.
Are women still sidelined in the DRC like they were many years ago?
At a young age, they got married or they got pregnant. So how you resolve the problem of a girl being pregnant at 12, 13 years, if she's at school, if she got an education, if we're giving her that you need to protect yourself and we give her power to have education, I believe she's not going to be a mother at a young age.
So give us an idea of one of the girls that you've worked with and one of the programs you've been on, and to illustrate what you do there.
The first project we have is to sponsor girls, and most of the girls living in an orphanage. So they've been accused of witchcraft, or they've been abandoned, or they've been sexually abused. And since we sponsorizing them, they have a roof, they have an orphanage where they're staying, and they're going to school. And most of them have a very good result. Out of 16 girls, we have 80% of the girls that have been successful at school. And they don't drop school.
You, of course, left the country to find a better future, but is it your sense that you should try to allow them to stay in the DRC and flourish?
I think it's very important that people have education to stay in the country, to make progress to make the country progress. Because if everybody lives that have education, the country will stay at the same stage. And me, as being lucky to study, I go back there to give a little bit what I have. And I think it's important that even the diaspora has to go back, not only in Congo, but all the people that have been studying abroad has to give their knowledge and giving back a little bit in their countries.
That leads me to the question that, are you going to go back one day?
I'm going back 3-4 times a year, and I'm trying to bring different things over there, so I'm doing my part. I'm trying, at least.
Despite Congo's oft-documented problems, Coursaris remains upbeat about the country she loves. She hopes that her son, Mapendo, which means love in Swahili, will experience a whole new type of country.
When he's my age, I want to see a new Congo with a strong leadership, with a lot of schools all over Congo, and with a Congo. It's important that we have infrastructure and we're being developed, but it's very important we still keep our integrity, but we keep our, what do you say that? Identity. It's important we keep our culture.